It's kind of a remarkable group when you think about it. None of them wanted to be in television. They're all professional tradespeople. They all continue to practice their profession. And I think that says it all.
What do I think about Kevin?
One word to describe Kevin is generous.
Perceptive.
Smart.
Kevin is locked on.
Kevin is the glue. He's the consistent thread between all the segments. He's the perfect scene partner. He's that catalyst that makes you better. He's just always on. He listens better than any host we've ever had.
You want me to say it in one word. Sonny. I kid about Sonny. I consider him a dear friend.
Tommy Silva, the GOAT. He's the greatest. He just inspires people.
Tommy is a magician. You could drop him in the woods, with nothing but a, Swiss Army knife, and he would figure out a way to make some contraption. And he can almost do anything with his hands. It's just so impressive.
He's incredibly curious. He keeps trying to figure out new stuff and new ways to do things. He's inexhaustible.
Tommy is one of a kind. He knows what he knows, but he has this humble gentleness to him. He's both in front of the camera and behind.
Mark.
Mark, the salt of the earth.
I would have to go with humble. It's amazing what he's capable of.
Hardworking. I mean, he's got a work ethic like no one else, and it doesn't matter if it's 100 degrees or 20 degrees. He's showing up.
He's dedicated. He's committed. He has a company of over 100 people. He keeps them all organized. And on top of that all, he's an amazing mason.
If you sit down and share a meal with this guy, you're going to see a whole different side of Mark McCullough.
He is a funny guy. Yeah.
One word for Jen: authentic. You get exactly what you see. She's incredible.
Genuine.
Jen, upbeat. Always has a smile on her face.
Fun.
Jen is exuberant. She just loves to pass on the enthusiasm, to get folks riled up about what she's doing. And it comes across with a big smile.
To describe Jen in one word, I would definitely say sister, because she is like a sister.
Heath. Gosh.
Heath, shocking sometimes. No, electrician, shocking, get it.
I say this in an endearing way. He's an electrical geek. Like, he really wants to understand, how it works, but he also really wants to understand what's required, what's the latest and greatest, what, is the technology that he has to both use to meet code, but what he can use to make a situation better.
One word to describe Heath: methodical.
He's meticulous.
It is perfectionist. He's there round the clock if need be. And to me, those are the kind of people you want to have as friends and also on your team.
Morrow he's meticulous.
Meticulous. Just seeing some of the work he's done is just amazing.
Detailed.
He's a gem.
I would say dependable, because I have personally been in a spot a couple times where I needed his help. The next morning, he showed up.
Morrow is the maestro of paint. Every time, the product is just amazing. He's got that little twinkle in his eye. That's not a bad thing either.
One word to describe Morrow: artistic.
Nathan. How would I describe Nathan?
Cool guy.
Nathan is a guru.
Forthright.
Very focused, determined.
Meticulous. If you ever looked inside of his work vehicle and seen how well labeled everything is, you'd understand.
Nathan is exactly what we hoped to find in our Generation Next initiative. He's really coming into his own.
Nathan, listen, he's a Boy Scout. Eagle Scout, actually. And he carries himself that way. He's very thoughtful, he's very deliberate, he's very calm under pressure. He knows exactly what needs to get done, and he doesn't stop until he finishes it.
Nathan is industrious. He is an innovator. It's so awesome to see a younger person just crushing it.
Ross Trethewey, I like a lot.
One word for Ross: innovative. The technology he sees and works on is unbelievable.
Well-rounded. He is definitely engaging.
Ross, really smart. I've known him since he was a little kid and watch him grow up, high school, college. Very knowledgeable on his trade. He's an engineer, so I can get lost in some of his conversation.
Ross knows a lot of stuff about stuff you never knew you needed to know about. He's a total engineer, but he makes everything work. And he makes everything more comfortable. And that's sort of his gift. He gets it from his dad, but he also charted his own course.
He's my son. He's a full-blown mechanical engineer, and he brings a sort of a joy of learning. You know, he always wants to be on the front edge of everything.
Richard, oh boy, Richard. Let's talk about Richard.
One word to describe Richard: charismatic.
Dad. I mean, plumber, but dad. I mean, that one's self-explanatory.
I would definitely say passionate. He has a passion for what he does like I've never seen anyone else.
So it's sort of like fishing, Kev.
Not my kind of fishing, Richard.
Oh, I got one!
Mr. Touted. He's very passionate.
He's a good teacher, and he has a passion of his trade, and he can pass that knowledge on easily and explain it very well.
Rich has been at it from the very beginning. 40 years later, he still has lessons to teach. He still has knowledge to share. He loves the collaboration and show people who these tradespeople are. Let's tell them what goes into keeping the systems running. He wants those people who do it day in and day out to be recognized for what they know and for what they do. That's who he is, chief cheerleader.
Gosh, the team everyone's just cool. Everyone does their thing, everyone does their job, and we all meet in the middle.
I think what makes the current group so special is that we're happy to be there, happy to work with each other, and help each other out.
That they really enjoy mentoring people, and they really enjoy teaching people. And I think people can see it. When somebody loves something, when somebody loves what they do, it just comes across with all of them. Thanks for watching. This Old House has got a video for just about every home improvement project, so be sure to check out the others. And if you like what you see, click on the subscribe button to make sure that you get our newest videos right in your feed.